Hi, my name is Angie. My husband and myself are in our early 50s, and we are fast approaching retirement. Our priorities for 2024 are going to be paying off a mortgage on an investment property, contributing to our Roth IRAs, and other investments. So if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. What you see on your screen is our spreadsheet for the week of February the 1st through the 14th. My husband and I get paid bi-weekly. So I like to plan ahead to kind of see where our money's going to go before we receive it. We budget with YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. They have a desktop version and also an app so that you can update your budget on the go and know exactly how much you have to spend in each category. Okay, so let's get into it. So for this paycheck, we are expecting to get $2,518. And that's both of our incomes. I know that we'll have a reimbursement, but I don't like to count on it in our budget until we actually see it in our bank. And the same goes for interest on any high yield savings accounts or anything like that. If you don't have a high yield savings account, I highly suggest that you get one. This past month alone, in January, we received over $170 in interest alone on our sinking/emergency fund account. And that does not include any of our CDs or investments accounts or anything like that. So there's a link below if you would like to check out where we bank. So for groceries, we budget $150 per week. Eating out, we have a milestone birthday coming up, and it's an annual tradition to take this person out plus one of their friends to the Cheesecake Factory, which is pretty expensive as far as we're concerned. And so we'll be taking them out during this paycheck. And normally I budget about $150, and that includes tip. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for this year since, all the prices have increased. So we're just going to stick with 150, and then we normally budget 130 per week for just basic eating out. So 150, so that means $410 for eating out for those 2 weeks. Gas, we're going to do $60 for those 2 weeks, so that's $120. So $830 in our weekly spending, which is a good bit. We normally don't, of course, spend that much. For tithes, we're going to do $250. In our mortgage, that's the investment property, it will be due at $630 for the month. Our gym membership is not due until the 17th, so we don't have to fund that. Each of our IRAs gets $200, so that's $400 total. That will be automatically withdrawn from our checking account to go to those. Nothing for extra debt. Our power bills, so we have a studio apartment on our land, and included in part of the rent is the power bill for that. So we have to pay both ours and that one. And it went up significantly this month for January. So for both of those, it's $278, and normally $150 covers both. So yeah, it went up a lot. Water bill, we normally do $45, and that is for both the studio and our home. Internet won't be due until the second paycheck. My dad, we don't have any reimbursements, and I don't really put anything in that. We just roll with it. We go get groceries on Sunday, and he'll pay us back when we drop it off. Medical, we're going to do on the second paycheck. Miscellaneous, we'll put in $25, and that's just in case that going out to eat goes over a little bit, and it's just more than I expected. But hopefully we will have not spent the miscellaneous from January, and we can just roll it over into February, and I will not have to fund this because I'm only going to keep $25 in there. Subscriptions we'll do on the second paycheck, as well as Paramount. We do have the birthday coming up, and we do $100 cash as a gift. So that will be coming out. And then you can see the difference. We are negative $42 in our spending versus our income. Again, I'm expecting that reimbursement. I'm sure that we'll get it, but I'm not going to count on it. So what we'll do is we'll just trim our grocery budget. So if I take that out, it shows that we have $258 left. So $258 for groceries for 2 weeks, which is no big deal. If we need to only spend the $258 for those 2 weeks, that's fine. We have, things in the freezer, in our pantry, and we can eat pretty cheap, my husband and myself. So, we can do it. It's no problem. He and I both, before we were married, so we've been married close to 5 years now. We both were single income families. He and his children, and then I have 3 children, and so I was a single parent. So we're used to cutting back, living frugal, living simply, and so there's no problem whatsoever with that grocery budget. And we probably will not eat out as much. As a matter of fact, we normally go out every Sunday, my husband and myself, for a lunch date. We'll go out to eat. And the weekend that we go and take this person out for their birthday, we probably won't go that Sunday. And that will save, $35, $40 that we can put to the birthday dinner. So, we'll just roll with it. And so that gives us a zero-based budget. So every dollar is accounted for. We've got our bills paid off, so that's not any problem whatsoever. Now, going forward in YNAB, I may just set it up to where every paycheck, so we'll have 26 paychecks in a year. I may break down some of these higher bills into smaller increments, like 26 increments for each of the paychecks, because the first paycheck of the month is really, really heavy in bills. We're always just, trying to get enough to where we can get a zero-based budget, or I might have to be trimming from here or there. And then at the second paycheck of the month, let me know if yours is like this, but we only have our weekly bills and a couple of other, really, like Paramount is less than $13. We do subscriptions for $22, and our medical and the internet. So that's all we have for the second half. Like I said, I have to think about the first paycheck of the month a lot more than I do the second paycheck. So the second paycheck is where I normally put a lot into the extra debt category and get that one big lump sum. So maybe I could spread that out for a couple of months and build up these remaining, fixed bills to where it wouldn't be such a crunch in the first paycheck of the month. Anyway, so let me know how your month is going. How's your budget going? And do you use YNAB? Let me know. I love to see other people's budgets and how they spend their money. And if you have a YouTube channel, also leave that down below. I will subscribe and watch your videos. All right. I think that's everything that we need for today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see ya.